Blue is a short play about the inability of language to define color, love, or sexuality.
Actor 3 pulls out a set of paint strips.
It's a creative process.
I want to know what this is.
How can something be more real than something else?
Parallel with my career as a writer-director, for many years I've been making these paintings. I started making them with different projects, and I would do a project and there would be either usually an image from it, a still, or something that inspired it. And from that, I would transfer the image to canvas, and then I would paint the text of the source work onto the canvas. So for example, with my short play Blue, I used an image actually from my eye, which is part of the context of the play, blew it up onto a canvas and paint the entire text of the play on the canvas. Part of the element of the creation of the pieces is there's a sense of ritual. There's a sense of trying to recreate the experience for the viewer of the painting, what the viewer of the original artwork experienced. I listen to the music that is part of the inspiration or was used in the original project, and I paint them all through in one sitting. So it's always about this kind of frozen moment in these paintings of capturing the energy of that original source artwork and trying to put all of that into the suspended moment on a canvas. Part of this for me is really about the layering. There's always a history behind the project, whatever it is, and then there's the project itself, and then there's the still of the project, and now there's a new layer, which is the canvas created from this project.
Yes, Immaculée. I will hide you. There are already 7 other women in there. At least for now. I am safe.
This is based on a play entitled Miracle in Rwanda that I co-created and that I directed. I created it with Leslie Lewis-Sword, who's the performer. The image is of this woman who is a real-life person. Her name is Immaculée Iligabiza. We recreated her experience, which is that she was a survivor of the Rwandan genocide in 1994. She survived because a local pastor hid her in one of his bathrooms in his house, this 2-foot by 3-foot space, which we taped on the stage. And she survived in that with 7 other women for over 90 days. She prayed the rosary constantly.
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb.
The paint on the canvas is largely the prayer, the Our Father, and also the mysteries of the Rosary, the sorrowful mysteries, but it's also other dialogue from the play that we created. The miracle of the play is it's her story of her survival, but it's also actually her ability to forgive. The project is interesting because it really does reach people. It's had this incredible transformative effect on lots of people who've seen it. It's been in about 10 or 12 cities now across the world. And we're also donating part of the proceeds from this and play, but also from the sale of these paintings and other paintings to charity organizations, to orphans in Rwanda for this specific series. What is really amazing about Immaculée's story, again, is that it's about this miracle of forgiveness and the power of the human spirit to get through and transcend almost anything. The Dropback series is rather interesting. I mean, it's a completely different tone than the other pieces, and that unlike the intensity of the Rwanda pieces, it's completely about exuberance and joyfulness and, you know, this ecstatic practice. Yoga has been a part of my life for a long time, and I do this one kind of daredevil bravura practice on my birthday. You drop back into a wheel, which means you stand up and you throw yourself back and you hit your hands on the ground and you're in that little curve shape. And you do that once for every year of your life. I began doing it a few years ago, and I was asked to write an essay for this anthology about it, and I did. I like the fact that it gets harder every year by just one. You know, that every year there's more to let go of, there's more exuberance, there's more, you've somehow found within yourself more freedom, more ability to just collapse and go back into the void. This year as well, a photographer friend of mine, Jonathan Posniak, came and he captured my session of dropbacks on my birthday. So, you know, I did many of them, and I will say that, you know, a good half of the photographs my dog got in the way of because she was there and just wanted to be part of the crazy, wild activity that was going on. If I had to look at an underlying theme of the work, I think that there's a common thread in very different ways about transformation. The power of transformation, of people defining themselves, often through layering. The characters, the journey, they're building one on top of each other towards this unknowable but exciting end.